Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and videos. Um, this is, I've never done one of these before. I'm gonna do an I hate video. I might do, one of video games, but for now, uh, I'm gonna do one for movies I hate. Uh, these are no particular order. Sorry for moving the laptop. These are in no particular order. Like, I'm gonna go through this list as quickly as possible. I'll give my reasons why I hate them. So let's get started. Human Centipede 1 and 2. I haven't seen the second one and I don't want to see it, but I can tell you this right now, I hate it. Here's the reasons why I hate Human Centipede. I call it Human Centipede. Uh, It was not wanted, it was not needed, and it most certainly was not a good movie. I thought the characters were dumb as all hell, especially the cops. Um, and overall, he made a human centipede. So what? You sold an ass to a mouth. Congratulations. Hopefully you can live with yourself and say, I just sold a girl's ass to a mouth and sold another girl's ass to a mouth, and I sold a Japanese guy's ass to a mouth. Great. And, okay. Second film. A Serbian film. I have not seen it, and I don't want to see it, just like Human Centipede 2. I watched the beginning of it, and that was enough for me. I don't need to see anymore. But from what I gathered, it's a porn star who wants money, so he agrees to do an artsy movie. I don't need to see baby rape. I don't need to see a little kid watching porn. I don't need to see a little kid get raped by his own father. I don't need to see any of that. When I watch a horror movie, I go into it for like a good story and a good killer that I can either root for or be like, he could be the next big thing. Let's see now. More movies I hate. Hostel. I've actually seen both Hostel movies, and well, all three of them actually. I keep on giving them chances because I keep on thinking there's gold at the end of the tunnel for each of them, but nope, nothing at all. The reason I hate them, one reason and one reason only. They're torture films, and I don't like torture films. And many people will ask, well, why watch them then if you don't like torture films? Because I keep on getting asked to watch them, like, I've given them multiple chances, and I'm like, no, it's just not cutting it for me. And I give movies multiple chances, too. Like, Stitches. I didn't really like it the first time, but then the second time I really enjoyed it. Another film, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, 4, and 5. I just found them to be very boring. The effects are good for number 4, but effects don't make a movie. It's gotta be a good movie, and those 3 movies were not good movies. Bill Moseley did nothing for me in the third one. I didn't believe the girl as being a blind girl. And just the overall storylines, it was beginning to get ridiculous. So, yeah. Then we've got Trail of Blood. not. I don't think a whole lot of people know about this film. I would grab it, but I don't want to really move the laptop around too much. But it's pretty much about this group of friends in the woods. Sounds like a good slasher from that point, but this isn't a slasher. Um, the killer, or so-called killer, pretty much makes the kids kill themselves, or forces them to try and kill him. It just didn't interest me. Like, I watched it from beginning to end, and I was turned off from the beginning. I didn't like what I saw, and the ending was just stupid. Um, there's some other ones. Saw 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes, the only one I like is the second one. Another reason. And this is why I hate all except for the second one. The reason I hate all of them, except for the second one, is because they're torture films. Like I said, I don't like torture films, but the second one was not a torture film. Like, it had its appeal for me. Like, it felt like a suspense movie. Um, Another movie that I didn't really like. Gotta look at my collection. Um, I Didn't Come Here to Die. That was a pretty stupid one. Um, it was pretty much all accidents, fatal accidents out of the entire movie. No killer, no nothing like that. It was just accidents. So yeah. Um, I will admit I don't hate this one as much as I used to. It kind of grew on me. The Postal film, um, the one from Uwe Ball, it kind of grew on me uh, because I found out there are way worse movies out there than Postal. So I'm not saying it's a good movie, but it grew on me. But it's still stupid as hell. Um, let's see now. Hmm. More movies I hate. I don't hate a whole lot of movies, really. I don't, but there are just some that are just like, ugh, how can I not? How could I forget this? I speak about it every time I talk about Killer Clown movies. Sick. S.I.C.K. Dot. Stupid, horrendous acting, and I'm not really one to judge people on acting because I can't really act too much. But these actors were just terrible. Terrible story. The ending gets spoiled right at the beginning. Uh, Gives you a false sense that this is going to be a good movie. It gives you a cool cover and doesn't live up to what the cover shows, and the back of the DVD lies and says that the killer puts body parts out in the woods when all it is doll parts, like baby dolls, stuff like that. So that one I can do without. Puppet Master vs. Demonic Toys. A film I cannot stand. It ruined the Puppet Master movies for me. And I like the Puppet Master movies, actually. I really do. I think they're really good films. But this one just sucked. And Corey Feldman, I think he did this as a favor to Sci-Fi. Uh, what was the favor? I do not know. Like, the reason for the favor, I mean. But anyways, the movie just sucked. Cheaply made. I don't mind budget, people, I don't. But this was just too cheaply made, and they made the Jack-in-the-Box from Demonic Toys look like shit. And they made Baby Oopsie Daisy into a total pervert. I mean, it's supposed to be a she, but yet in Puppet Master vs. Demonic Toys, it's a he. So I'm like, what the fuck? Let me see. When a Stranger Calls Back. I watched it once, never will watch it again. It's pretty much a rehash of the first movie, but instead of it taking place with the police officer, it's taking place with the jail. Which sounds like a good thing, but it just turns into bullshit right from that point. I didn't find it all that fun to watch, and I could do without it. Trying to think of what else there is in the bad movie section. I know there are some sequels somewhere in there, some bad ones. Friday the 13th Part 5. Gotta put that one out there. I do not like it at all. Like, it wasn't just that it didn't have Jason in it. It was also because the kills weren't really cutting it for me. Too much sex, even though it's a Friday the 13th movie, sex is like there within each of the movies, but it felt like I was watching a porno, and I don't look for that in my Friday the 13th movies. I didn't really like the actor who played Tommy. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the guy who played him. And apparently the director, the reason why it's got pornographic sex scenes in it is because the director was apparently a porn director before he did the movie. So, the movie, stay away from the Friday the 13th, man. And I am not looking forward to the new one coming out. Found footage. Keep it away from my Friday the 13th. I love Friday the 13th. It's my favorite horror series. But keep away from it if you're even thinking about doing found footage. I hate found footage. I cannot stand it. Which brings me up to my next movies. Paranormal Activity. I will not watch any one of those stupid goddamn movies. Not even if you pay me, I will not watch any of those stupid shitfests. Found footage and ghosts. Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch 2 was alright. Alright, I said. But that one wasn't found footage, thankfully, but it was still a bad film in a way, but it was alright. There were a couple things I liked about it. Bigfoot, I don't like the film, but I don't hate the film, but I figured I'd put it on this list because I have more dislikes about it than I do likes about it. The dislikes are They made Bigfoot out to be 30 feet tall, and they made him computerized, and he bites off heads, but you don't see the head. You just get the idea that he's biting off heads. He's one hungry and angry son of a bitch, I can tell you that. So, Bigfoot on this list, even though I don't hate the movie, I kind of like it, but dislike it at the same time, if that makes sense. Blood Rain. I do not like the Blood Rain movies. There will be a couple of Uwe Ball movies on this list. Blood Rain, I thought was... if it wasn't for Kristanna Loken, I wouldn't have watched it. I actually like Kristanna Loken's acting, and she looks beautiful, she really does. But this movie, she's not who I imagined to play Rain. And Blood Rain's a really cool, fun vampire series for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. So, yeah. It could have worked as a movie, but Uwe Ball has to get his grimy little hands on every single video game adaptation. I only like a couple of his video game adaptations, and that's it. Far Cry I will never see, because a good guy on here, Matt, Rainbow After Life, he did a review over it, and it just doesn't sound like my cup of tea. Eaters by Uwe Ball. Getting into more Uwe Ball films. I'll actually show that off. I actually did a review for it a really long while back. I want to get rid of this piece of shit so badly. Sorry, cracking my back. Apparently this is a Uwe Ball film, but I don't see his name anywhere on the back. But this movie is a very boring, it feels like a chore trying to watch this movie. No zombie action. The zombies just stand there like, don't bite people. Oh, heaven forbid a zombie bites a person in this film. It should have been called The Experiment instead, because they keep on talking about experiments, and this girl pretty much bites off a guy's dick. It's got a lot to do with Nazis and whatever, and here's what it says. Dread Central, you've only given me one movie to root for, and that was Sweatshop. Finally, a new zombie movie that looks good enough to eat. Fuck that statement. A rollicking road trip through a land by the Walking Dead. Ruled by the Walking Dead. Horror talk, fuck you too. This movie, piece of shit. That actually landed nicely though. Eaters can suck my dick. And I don't say that about a lot of movies, but that movie can truly suck my dick. But, well, it can't suck my dick because it's probably a diseased fucking core. And I know I'm being vulgar, it's my video, so feel free to comment and say, oh, you're just overreacting. I hate the movie. I hate it really with all my heart. Descendants. If you want to see what I think about that movie, I thought it was a boring movie, and I said it was uninteresting and I don't know how to feel about it. Well, here are my thoughts now. I fucking hate the movie. I watched it again and thought it was a piece of shit. The stupid thing about the fish, giant fish being at the ending, I'm like, what the fuck? So everybody in this movie was a fish? That's why the zombies didn't want to eat them? Because they're fucking fish? Jeez. Oh, I need to calm down. I'm getting migraines. Trying to think of some pretty bad killer clown films. I can't really think of a whole lot of bad killer clown films. Yes, I do like Dead Clowns, if anybody's wondering. I liked that movie. What about some bad cannibal films? Bad. Diary of a Cannibal. Louis Lamel. Hopefully I pronounced his name right. Uli Lamel, Ali Lamel, I think you did a good job directing it, but the movie sucked. And damn it, I bit my tongue. This is how pissed off I am. I bit my own tongue. So, anyways, the movie I just thought was very boring and not really all that gory. I was expecting gore upon belief, because I've heard this guy, or a girl, I'm pretty sure it's a guy though, loves gore. I heard that he has tons of gore in his movies. I didn't see but one scene that had gore in it, and that's where she's cooking the dude's liver. Cock tease is what that movie was. You think you're gonna see a cool film, and that's what you get. Just one scene of her cooking liver. A dude's liver. But apparently it's a true story, so you can't really make it as gory as hell as you want to, so maybe it's not so bad, but it's a movie I don't like. Because you gotta think of it this way. Do you really want to watch a movie about two people meeting on the internet and then finding out they're wacko? No! I have a lot of friends over the internet, and I don't want to even think about meeting them and them turning out to be a wacko. I want to meet them and meet the person who's talking to me. So, anyways, that I do not need in a movie. I don't need some kind of message in my movie. Trying to think of some other ones. Here we go. Jack Frost 2. I do not own the movie, but I do own the first one, and I absolutely love that one. Jack Frost 2. Oh. That movie made me mad. Jack Frost crying because he lost a snowball. Shove the snowball up your cock. I don't want to see Jack Frost crying. And another thing, it does not make any sense to be snowing in the tropic. That's like saying it's gonna snow in the Gobi Desert. You won't see that. Anyways, tell me your thoughts on what movies you hate. Too bad they don't have the video response option anymore on YouTube. make like a video and link it to me, and I'll make sure to look at it. Horror Squad, if you're out there watching this, could you maybe do a video of your most hated horror movies and stuff like that? Because most of these movies are horror movies, so-called horror movies. I'll bring it out again. This isn't even a horror movie. This is just a disgrace. It looks like it's going to be cool. And it says presented by Uwe Ball. And yet, his name is nowhere to be seen on the back. Show it right there. Nowhere in here will you see Uwe Ball's name. Not even in the end credits. So, the cover lies. Like, they're like, oh, who's a good director? Who's a bad director? Uwe Ball, let's put his name on the cover. Everybody will buy it. They'll want to make fun of it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I make fun of it because it's a bad movie. I make fun of some good movies too, but this is just a bad fucking movie. Landed behind my bed. Great. So, anyways, I'm out. Check y'all later. I'll probably be back with another video soon. Later on tonight. Whenever. So, tell me your thoughts. What movies do you hate? I thought I'd just make this video. I'll probably do one over video games. That one will be a lot shorter. I didn't want it to go on this long, so anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed my little over-the-topness, but anyways, I just thought I'd put it out there. So, peace. Have a good night. Be back later. Psychopath1 out.